Every piece of me. Secrets. Oh man, so depressing, so grim. Oh, and now I have to review Megalomaniac. Oh, well, I think I need a happy song.
Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, dancing down the street. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, see those dancing feet. Sometimes chubby, oh so chummy, isn't it so neat? Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, dancing down the street.
Oh yeah, oh that did it. But you know, there's one more thing that's even more important. Yes, cheesecake, man. Cheesecake. I'm going to keep this close by because today's film is a doozy. This is the Todd Sampler for Without Your Head. I am Todd Quality Jaeger, beard, and fitting with today's unsettling tone, a Serbian film t-shirt. Megalomaniac, directed by Karim Walhaj. Now, see, what did I tell you? I'd be needing this. Now, this film, don't get it confused with Maniac, Maniac Cop, Maniac Cop 2, Maniac Cop 3, The Slasher, The Sex Maniac, or even Invisible Maniac. Adam Rifkin, I love The Dark Backward. I love Night at the Golden Eagle, which is very grim. And I love The Last Movie Star. But this is a piece of misogynistic shit. Now, also do not get this film confused with a Megalomaniac. So, description given for this one is that Megalomaniac is about questioning the invisible line between victim and executioner and how it is crossed. It's about the weight of the patriarchy and the illusion of Manichaeism. Now, that is the act of defining or making something definite, distinct, or clear. And in this film's case, a better definition of Martha's responsibilities. It stars Eileen Schumacher as Martha, Benjamin Ramoun as Felix. This is based on the Butcher of Mons, who murdered 5 women between 1996 and 1997 and was never caught. Now, for this film, Martha and Felix are his children, and they live in a decrepit mansion, which the tone and the decrepit mansion kind of remind me of Demiziano Cristoforo's Erotic. It's that vibe right there. Martha has a lot of nightmares of her father's horrible killings, while at the same time, Felix goes out on a daily basis and does those exact type of acts that their father did. Martha, to have responsibility, works cleaning at a factory and subjected to humiliation primarily by a particular employee who seems to want her badly, but feels he has to humiliate her and repeatedly rapes her, which she becomes pregnant from. That just takes it even further deeper into a whole mess. Martha wants something, someone to care for, to keep her company, and Felix brings her a victim. Now, Martha begins to treat the victim like a misbehaving child, which again, there comes this power thing, and it gets pretty damn serious. At first, you empathize with Martha before all this starts to happen, but then through her actions, you see she's complicit in her brother's deeds, and she's just as disturbed, if not more than he is. You feel an inner struggle because she's about as bad gets, and it just turns everything on you. Oh, bummer, man. But hey, you know what? Let's have another verse of that happy song.
Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, eat a plate of meat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, taste the can't be beat. There's no gristle, they love King Missile, such a tasty treat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, eat a plate of meat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, away at a retreat. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, relaxing nice and sweet. They watch Static and Gramble Automatic with Long Island iced tea. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, away at a retreat.
Yeah. All right. Now, visually, Megalomaniac is full of muted colors, browns, sepias. Everything is in shadows. And the sky is always overcast. The locations are mainly the mansion and the factory, sometimes outside stuff. Martha, and this makes it very interesting, Martha is always seen off to the side of the frame, one side or the other. Sometimes there's an object in the center that you're looking at, but then she's over here. And usually when there's another person in the frame, they're on the opposite side. Something I haven't seen mentioned in any other reviews, but I found that completely fascinating. I noticed it right off the bat. There's also a scene near the beginning that hit me like the reflecting skin with the twins. As I've said, the tone of Megalomaniac is quite grim, a hopeless feeling usually. It kind of shares a lot with, say, Angst and a very hopeless universe of a Serbian film. Oh, yes. Now, these other films share this tone. They're not the same as Megalomaniac, but they all kind of came to mind when I was experiencing my feelings while watching Megalomaniac. For example, this astounding film, Possum. It just will have you through the whole thing. That's pretty amazing. Bloodhound. The relationship in there is also quite disturbing. Dead Leaves. it's hard to describe, but it's, yeah, you're just sort of these. There's also disturbing things like the tone of Deep Dark. Excellent little film. In a Glass Cage, which is on the favorite lists of a lot of people I know. And the hopeless tone of the frustration in Michelangelo's The Wind. On a more exploitation level, you have Massage Parlor Murders, but this one just has this. So it's not like all tits and guns and stuff. There's this somber tone in there that's really quite something. Cannibal and Grim Love. While these two are based on the same story and involve cannibalism, there's that hopelessness, this unsettling, disturbing grimness, as I've used those words over and over. But these all kind of share in that universe. Megalomaniac is not an easy film, but it's visually arresting. The tone will like hold you down and feel so heavy that you just can't release it. But it's a great film. It does what it sets out to, and it's so well done. So those of you who might think, well, this doesn't really seem to have any redeeming value, does it? There's a lot of other movies out there that I could say that about. Taxi Driver, considered such a big, huge classic, but I tell you, I've sat through that twice, and that's enough. It just... So, Megalomaniac, directed by Karim Walhaj. Check it out. It's quite something. And you know what? You've been watching The Todd Sampler with Todd Quality Jaeger, all for Without Your Head. Cheesecake, man. Cheesecake. Let us conclude on a happy, happy note with yet another verse from this great song. By the way, performed at the annual Enema Phi Delta Gala event.
Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt, singing Donna Summer Sweet. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt.
Toot toot. Beep beep.
Last Dance Quietly, Bad Girls Medley, Drinking Reunion. Chris Pratt, Oliver Platt.
Toot toot. Beep beep. Toot toot. Beep beep.
Last Dance Gladly, Mad Girls Badly. No. Fuck!
Oh, God. No. Ooh, that's spooky. Look at that. Ooh.